Vice City is building something bigger than music. This is the Sitch.
Chicago has produced so many different sonic identities. Where do you feel you sit within that lineage?
I used to feel a way when my name wouldn't come up amongst
Mhm.
artists there, but then I grew out of that. I don't know. I don't really think about where I sit in there. I hope I'm doing justice to the great creators that's come out of it. I hope I'm paying homage. I hope I'm keeping the light going. I hope I'm contributing in a way that moves it forward. But I don't really think about that because if you put your head down and you just work and you care and you have pride, when you look up, you might have created something amazing. So I'll let the work speak. I don't try to get into all that. I like what I'm doing. I like where I'm progressing. And if it changes and it speaks to people, and this is a truly honest answer, I'm not really concerned with the award. I mean, it's nice to get them. They're nice because it's for people to see what you've always thought, right?
Yep.
But I don't know where I fit in, and I haven't really given that any thought. But I do hope that when it's all said and done, that I've done my part.
Was there a moment where you realized survival and creativity were becoming the same thing?
That's crazy you ask, because I think creation is the bedrock of anything
Mm-hmm.
and all things that exist, especially all living things, right? And we could get into carbon-based things, but all things that are alive, right? So I think creativity is the bedrock of everything. It's the foundation of everything. And I think in order for anything to survive, or the source has to be a creative space. So
Mm-hmm.
I think they go hand in hand. And me personally, because you can't even have the opportunity to assess survival had it not been created. So I fast, right? I try to eat as clean as I can. I fast, and I notice that when I'm fasting, these micro, and this is a little nerd answer, so pardon me if I can nerd out a little bit. So it's about survival and creativity. And I noticed when I'm in, like, the longest I've ever gone was like 3 days.
Mhm.
I'm trying to go longer, but I noticed by the first day, I'm like ready, got to get there, right? Because again, the third day is like, and then you have these different wild little thoughts of these microorganisms in your gut sending signals to your brain posed as cravings,
Mm-hmm.
trying to survive. You feel me?
Yep.
And it get creative. Stomach aches, pains, like, so I think they go hand in hand. I mean, I was way off topic. So in order for me to walk into this and everything I've come through and everything I've seen and things I've put myself in and situations I've caused on my own from either ego, pride, or ignorance, or not being as enlightened as I should be, a lack of self-love, or maybe loving too much in areas. All of these things that make us human and make us beautiful and make us great. I had to be able to survive by being creative in how I reinvent my thought process and myself. And then that changes from survival to actually, or surviving to thriving. So I think they go hand in hand.
Your song, You Deserve, resonated in a major way. What truth were you trying to express in that record that maybe wasn't being said elsewhere?
You Deserve. I love that song a lot. First of all, everybody who's ever heard a record, ever heard R&B that I've ever met, loved the Usher version of it, Superstar. And Superstar was such a dope record, and I just wanted to kind of listen to it. And it was the words were very, very well written. I think me and my production partner, Vega Heartbreak, we talk about how music goes from here to there and changes and transitions. So when You Deserve, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. And everyone knows me. It's not on some, it's a Hallmark holiday. I don't believe in it because beyond the history of St. Valentine and different, we go deeper and darker, but that's another conversation for another day. Every day should be Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be marketed. If you love or care or have appreciation or have gratitude or are in a position, it shouldn't be one special day where you do this and you do that and you do this and then the rest of the days you phone it in. No, if you care and you want, a Tuesday should feel like a special day if that's in your heart, it's in your heart to do so. So that's just me. So I think even right now with the whole Hallmark aspect of it, and this is not saying I won't do nice things if necessary, or if I'm around somebody that require. I respect what it is for people. You feel me? It's just something I don't require, that not in tune with. So when I was making You Deserve, I'm like thinking about a lot of the beautiful, beautiful, amazing people, and from our aspect, a lot of beautiful, amazing women that I've met, that I've been around, that I've had the privilege of interacting with, in my family, my friends, or romantically, whatever the situation. And I just wanted to talk to them. I wanted to really kind of communicate with them because I've been not so great at dating. I've been the boy. I've been the, you know what I'm saying, that too. And I was just kind of, when I did the record, I'm like, I kind of want to move away from that aspect and kind of speak to the people that I wasn't mature enough emotionally to respect or appreciate, or the ones that had enough grace and care for me to continue to show me love through my trials.
Going into your art, your creative endeavors with American Clay, the phrase American Clay suggests something molded by experience. What experiences were shaping you while building this project?
I got a chance to really sit with the family. My executive producing partners, Michelle Taylor and Carmen Perkins. It's about their grandmother. It's based on a true story. And me and Michelle, we had been friends for a while. That's the big homie. And she was telling me about her family. And I'm like, it's interesting. And so one day she came to me and was like, I want to tell you about my grandmother. And we want to see what we can do with this. And so I called my writing partner, Aviv Rubenstein. I called Aviv and Viv. And I said, listen, let's hear them out. They have a great story they want to tell us about the family and see what you think. He's an amazing writer. And we sat, and as they were telling me about her track challenges, her trials, and she's Cherokee and Black and white. And I'm like, the country is founded on all of this. We're the original indigenous. And so to have that, and then we're breaking this all the way down. And me and Viv looked at each other and was like, this could be a movie. And so me being Nigerian and Haitian, I'm from Chicago, but having that descent, it just really spoke to me about so many of us that are displaced and don't even know where exactly we're from, and how that story gets buried. And when I'm thinking about their grandmother and the story and their family, I went to North Carolina with the family, and I just I start seeing connections and things that were familiar in relations with my family. And other people's family. And I'm like, this is a story that most people don't even get a chance to tell because either their history was wiped out or they don't have the wherewithal to think that they can say it. And so that's what motivated me to be able to kind of pin the voice and to take the experience to be a part of the platform for the voice of their grandmother to be, heard across the world. And I want to do the story justice and actually put it right. So I hope that answers your question because it's so many different dynamics to it. But just looking at truth being able to be told and looking at how we have this country that I love so much, but America, how it's been a lot of dirtiness and darkness and wildness that we've done, that this country has done to us. And I think that needs to be told. I believe that through education and through intelligence can we create real change.
Founding Sitch Entertainment suggests you're thinking beyond music. What does building something bigger than yourself require?
A lot of faith in the most one. Without God, you got nothing. Because a lot of times when you're not getting motion or momentum or things aren't going the way you would like it to go, you kind of wonder, is it worth it? But you got to have a deeper spiritual connection and know that if you're coming from your heart, you're coming from your spirit, you being authentic and honest, that it'll move. So it takes a lot of faith. And you got to really believe in what you're doing. You got to truly be true to you and be honest with yourself. If you're making something that's tough, you got to be like, this ain't it. And be truthful. You can't just push it. And if you are making something that's good and you care about it and you like, you got to be unafraid to go out there. So when I created this entertainment, I wanted it not just to be music. I toyed with it too. I wanted to play Hunter's records, Hunter's this, because it's homage to Hunter's where I'm from. But I didn't want to do that. I was like, entertainment, because I see, and I saw this then, and I see it now. Everything is intertwined. Back in the days, Sammy Davis, all them guys used to be dancers, actors, singers, writers, comedians. And a lot of us are more talented than we know. We just pick one field and we stick with that field. When in reality, you might be an accomplished pianist. Well, if you could do it, then find time to do it, because we are walking images of the Most High, man and woman. We're made in His image, so we have the ability to create anything if we choose to. So I wanted the company to outlive me. I wanted the works to outlive me, because when I'm dust, I want what I've done, hopefully, to be in such a space and change so many lives that you could speak on it 10, 20 years from now.